Already. I'm about to show you how to make a cake make out of strawberry, baby. This is a little Dunkin' Lines, Betty Crock or something. Get whatever brand strawberry cake you want. All right, but we're not gonna follow the recipe. We're not gonna follow directions. You best believe we're gonna go in a different direction. So next thing I'm gonna add is a little bit of this here, lemon jello pudding. All right, this is really good. It's gonna give it a little bit more of a tart taste to it, and just kind of stretch out that strawberry. One thing, you have a lot of sweet stuff. Strawberries are also tart too, so this is gonna bounce right off of your tongue. All right, get it all out of there. All right, cool. Next story. All right, next we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of water, 3/4 cup of oil. I'm using regular canola vegetable oil. Pour all that in there. Okay. After that, we're about to handle something I don't like touching, so we're gonna glove up. I know I might be triggering somebody right now, but these gloves are very, very helpful because you can save you a lot of time. We're gonna get these eggs. You don't want to touch raw egg, all right? And plus, I don't want to have to step away to go wash my hands. So we're gonna put 4 whole large eggs in there. That's 2, 3, and 4 large eggs. Oh, looks like I got a little yoink. Get those out of there. This is why we're wearing gloves. I don't want any. When you're done handling raw egg, dispose of your glove. All right, now we're just gonna beat this. All right, we're gonna beat our cake. Okay, beat. You can use a hand mixer. You can use, obvious resources that you have on deck. But I'm just gonna use my little wire wrist. We're gonna beat. We're gonna beat it like Michael Jackson. All right. Rest in peace, by the way. Love that man. I wish I could meet him. I wish I could make this cake for him. But we're gonna beat it. Usually gotta beat this for about 2 minutes or so. So we're gonna whisk this real good. You don't want to overbeat it, because if you overbeat it, then it's not going to fluff up. You want little bitty particles of dry cake in there, because that's going to create air bubbles. All right, but you don't want too many particles of dry cake, because then you're just going to have a bunch of dry cake. So we're going to mix that. Get back to that in just a second. I'm going to set that to the side. All right. We're going to put some strawberries in it. I've already started cutting on them, so basically, I'm going to chop these strawberries up. And you're like, oh no, chef, you're not wearing a glove. Well, first of all, strawberries are ready to eat, and we're about to cook this on some heat, so it's not a big deal. So I'm just chopping these up into little pieces, throwing those in my cake batter. Let's chop those up. I don't want all these strawberries. I'm going to save some of these strawberries, and I'm going to use them to decorate the cake on top. All right, but I want a bunch of little bitty chopped up pieces of strawberries in there. If you can't cut like me, just go get somebody who can, or just don't cut them. Like, why just throw whole strawberries in there? Like, screw it. Like, why not? But that's going to add a little bit more moisture to it. If anybody who's really nitpicky may have noticed that cup of water was not 3/4 of a cup. It was like a little bit below 3/4 of a cup, because I already knew I was going to add some of this fruit to it. So that's going to add a little bit of water. All right, so we're going to mix that up some more. Mix. Okay, so it's been mixed for about 1.5 minutes here. That's a good consistency. All right, now put this over here. We're gonna put these into a couple of dishes, a couple of pans. All right, because I'm gonna make a layered cake. First, you want to start off by spraying your can down. I know these pans are non-stick, but I still spray it because it just helps it. All right, and then we're gonna put an even amount in each one. Let's go to this one. Let's give this one some love. There we go. Using your spatula, make sure you get all the sides, get all that gooey goodness in there. I love strawberry cake. I made a strawberry cake one time for my kid when he turned 5 years old, because he told me he wanted a strawberry cake. At the time, I wasn't even really like a chef or nothing. He's 17 now, so that was a long time ago. But You know, I made it for his birthday. You know, I mean, I went to the store to try to buy a cake and they wanted way too much money. I was like, look, I can go to the store and buy a $1 cake mix, $4 worth of strawberries, and make it myself and make it with some love. You know, making a cake is easy. It doesn't have to be extravagant. You know, as long as it tastes good. All right, so the batter's here. We're gonna set that to the side. We're gonna put this in the oven for about 20 minutes. Let's look what the box. The recipe on the box says if you're using 2 rounds, bake time would be 28 to 33 minutes. So we're gonna stick to that. We're gonna check it after about 25 minutes and see. You know, we're gonna stick a toothpick in and see how it comes out. So while that's in the oven, we're gonna make. I'm gonna set that aside for now. We're gonna make a little bit of icing. 1 second. All right. So we gotta make a little bit of strawberry icing. All right. So first thing with the icing, we're gonna get 2 cups of organic powdered sugar. Okay. Love powdered sugar. We're gonna get our cup thing, put it in there, measure that out real good. 2 cups. All right. Next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of some of that melted butter. Okay. Then 2 more tablespoons, or 60 milliliters if you're on the metric system, of some half and half. You can use regular milk if you want to, but cream is creamier, and half is basically half milk and half cream. If you want to go crazy, you can use heavy whipping cream, but it's going to be a lot thicker. All right. I'm just going to mix all this up. The goal here is not to have too many dishes, right? Look at this. Look how this is forming. It looks dry at first, but we're gonna keep on mixing. Okay. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice to it. Just 1/2 of a lemon. Squeeze that in there. That's going to give us a little bit more moisture so it's not so doughy looking. Because powdered sugar is just cornstarch and sugar. So it's kind of like, in a way, its own dough. I'm going to mix that some more. Mix, mix, mix. There we go. See? See what's happening there? There we go. Now there you have it. Now, if you don't want to go through all that, you can get the one off the shelf. But like I said, when you make things with love, they just sort of come together a lot better. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of strawberry in there. Just 1 strawberry. Slice it up. We're gonna mince this strawberry. Just mince it. If you don't know what mince means, it means we're going to cut it into itty bitty teeny weeny tiny little pieces. Okay. We're going to throw that in there. All right. So we got to let that cake bake. And then when we come back, we're going to put the icing on it and see how it all looks. All right. We got back to our strawberry cake. We're about to put it on this giving plate. I'm going to spit some bars for y'all while I show you how to get this out. So this cake is stuck. All right. So what we're going to do is take a toothpick. I got a long one. Take a little toothpick. We're going to stick it in at an angle. All right. Pull it out. It's dry with a little bit of crumb on it. So take it and run around the edge as well. It's going to break the edge off. This takes a minute to come out. Okay. So what I did is after I pulled out the oven, I stuck it in the freezer for about 15 minutes to cool it really fast. And we're going to put it on this giving plate. Let me tell you about this plate. This place shall have no owner, and its journey never ends. It travels in a circle of our family and our friends. It carries love from on home for everyone to share. The food that's placed upon it was made with love and care. So please enjoy what's on the plate. Please enjoy what's on the plate. And fill it up again. Pass along the love it has with your family and your friends. And it's never gonna end. That's how it's done right there. Alright. I'm going to flip this over. We'll do it like this. All right, let me show you why in a second. I want that to sit flat. All right, so then we're going to put a little bit of this This homemade frosting we made. That's looking beautiful. Just gonna drip that on there, real nice. Okay, you don't want a big layer of it because this is just sort of a glue. You're gonna think of it like that, to glue the top and the bottom together. It's enough. And this is the homemade cake, y'all. I don't, you know, if you want to do like if you have one of those like cake spinny things where you can spin it around, or if you do this in a round pan, you know, that's cool. Just make sure that your cake is cool. Otherwise, all of this delicious frosting will just melt away, and then you'll be left with a weird looking cake. But it'll still taste good. So, but yeah, put it in the freezer is an important step after pulling it out. We bake this, just for the record, for 350 degrees. We bake this for about 28 minutes in those two pans. I would say just judge it, you know, by sticking a toothpick in it like I did to get it where you want. All right, let's get the other cake on here. Now, if you can't get it out, I say you get a little flexible spatula like this and just sort of get under it. There we go. Still being difficult here. We get it under it on this side. Okay. All right. I think I got it. It's okay if it breaks a little bit, y'all. Oh, broke a little bit. That's okay. We're still going to use that, because this is a giving cake and we're giving it all we got. We'll put that right back there just like that. Put that, bam, right on top. So let's get the rest of this frosting on there. Now the cake is not, it hasn't been in the freezer that long, so it is still a little bit warm. It's not ice cold, and that's good because we want it to spread just a little bit. And when I say warm, I mean like it's like probably like this cake probably is like 90 degrees, but it's gonna spread out a little bit. I'm just gonna push it to the outside. Just let it fall on the edge. Just let it fall, and that's it, yo. Let it fall. We got one more thing we're gonna do to this cake because this is for our kid. He just turned 5 and he loves strawberry cake. And Dad said he was gonna make him one. And if you're a kid and kids, look, if your dad or mom is a chef, you better appreciate them, man, because not everybody has the energy or the time to be doing this. So, you know, that's why, you know, if you're not a chef, don't feel bad. You're out there getting to your bag. You know what I'm saying? Just hire a chef. You can hire me. You can call takeachef.com. You can go to Thumbtack, whatever. Find you somebody to do it for you. Get your meal prep game on. Keep on working. Trust me, it is very, very lucrative to hire a chef because it saves you time and money and lets you get to the things that are important to you. All right. And then last but not least, I got a couple of sliced up strawberries. We want to make this look good. So I'm just going to take these strawberries and we're just going to place them on this cake in a beautiful manner. Okay. Remember, you're making this for your nephew. He's gonna go home and tell your sister all about it. All right. He's gonna be like, Mom, Uncle is a chef. He made me a cake. When I grow up, I want to be a chef. Hear it all the time, man. You wouldn't believe it. I was walking through the store the other day and this little girl singing, I love bacon. I love bacon. And I was over there getting bacon. And she said, are you a chef? And I was like, I didn't even know how she knew I was a chef. She just was like, I was like, yeah, I'm a chef. And she goes, Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a chef. And I was like, you can be whatever you want to be, little girl. And that's the truth. This is a whole world. You never know what it's going to be like in the next 20 years. We might have AI making cakes. But until they figure out how to get AI to make a cake, you can do this yourself, all right? Boom. There we have it. Strawberry cake, y'all. Homemade, made with love. Tell me what you think. Try it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I might spy it. Anyway, don't break your diet. Chef Shadigity is out.